Alright, hey guys, Peter here again. I got a request, for, well, just to get the video improved, so I'm gonna try and meet that request by, I'm gonna show a little closer on the fretboard, and I'm going to explain a little more thoroughly. And I also have one trick I, would like to show you guys if you have a fixed bridge. Now, the trick I'm going to show you is for the dive bomb. You take a slide or a piece of a copper pipe, what I use, just makeshift, and you put it on whatever finger. I think it's easier on your pinky because you have to do the bar chords, and this is how it's played. Okay, now I'll show you that after I'm done kind of redoing the beginning, showing you what you want to do for the beginning. You're going to want to, well, excuse me one second, I have to turn off my set delay. Switch it to that setting. Less feedback, easier to teach. Anyway, what you want to do is take your pointer finger and bar the, I don't know how you number your strings, but they're supposed to be numbered going from the high E down to the low E, starting with the highest one. That's supposed to be number 1. Now I'll say them like that. So you bar your pointer finger across the first, second, the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth string. Then you take your ring finger and you bar it across the first, second, third, and fourth string. So, and for those of you who might be a real big beginner and you don't know what the word bar means, it just needs to cover the entire all the strings with one finger. So this is what you do. You just do that, you hit it, and then you palm mute the 5th string twice, and then you move it to you do the same chord right here, except you take your pinky finger and put it on the 2nd string of the 2nd string of the 10th fret, on the 10th fret, and so you play that, then palm mute, then you go from this, you take your middle finger off, so you're just barring these strings. It'll be easier to do this step by step for this chord. So you put your middle finger on the 3rd string in the 8th fret, and your ring finger on the 4th string in the 9th fret. So that's, then you do that again. So altogether that should be, then you go back to the very first chord. Then you palm mute twice again. So that's, then you hit the very 2nd chord, then palm mute once on the 5th string. So that's, then you go to this chord, which is, so that's, then you palm mute. Alright, so all together, slowly, that should sound like, Then you slide down to your pointer finger barring the 5th fret, and then your ring finger barring the 7th fret, the same way you did up here. It's just down here now. So that's. Then you palm mute the 5th string twice. Then do this 2nd chord. Then palm mute. Then do the 3rd chord. So that's. Now, he does a dive bomb, which I believe is like you hit the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, and then just drop it down with your whammy bar. Now, if you have a fixed bridge like me, and you don't have a whammy bar like that, well then you're gonna want to take a slide or a makeshift slide. You can do this with like a glass bottle or whatever, but if you're wondering how to play the whole beginning with it, you just put it on your pinky finger is the easiest, and you just cover, because the pinky finger only has to cover this one string, so that's. So it still gives you an okay sound, and when you get to here, you cover either you do this, which is the 5th string in the 14th fret, and then you just slide it down. So that's like this. And you slide down to about here, then you can start it all over again. Or you can do it like you do the 4th and 3rd string, cover those up in the 9th fret, and then slide those down. And you hit the low E after you're done doing the dive bomb or the slide dive bomb. So that's. Alright, well, sorry, I kind of went too far. But after you do the dive bomb, you hit the low E. If you think you can do it in time, you can slide the slide off your finger, or you can just keep it on and do the whole verse again. And when you do the whole thing, because you do all this all over again. So you do that after you're done doing the dive bomb, and then instead of the dive bomb, you do this. Do a pick slide. Okay? Now, next thing you want to do is do a chord with your pointer finger. Again, do a bar up to the 5th fret, starting with the first. Up to the 5th string, starting with the 1st string. But this time you do it in the 4th fret, so it's like that. And then you put your ring finger on the 4th string in the 6th fret, and your pinky finger on the 3rd string in the 6th fret, and then your middle finger on the 2nd string in the 5th fret. So that's. Okay? Then you palm mute the 5th string, which is 7 times. No, I'm sorry. 5 times. Then you go to barring the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the 4th fret. So that's. And then you put your middle finger on the 2nd string in the 5th fret. So then take it off. And you slide it down. Then, slide it down to the 2nd fret. So that's. Oh, and you can palm mute if you want. So that. You strum it 2 times after that. You could palm mute in between them. And you do artificial harmonic on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And since I'm running out of time for this video, I will get back to you with finishing the part after the with finishing the intro. I'll get back to you on that in a video after this, part 2. So I hope this was a little more help, and I hope the next video is a little more help than my first one, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, whatever. Thank you.